What's up, you guys? My name's Frankie Bravo, and welcome to my channel. This is pretty much going to be the restoration of my 1986 Toyota Corolla GTS Coupe. I've had it for a pretty long time. Came up hard on some cash at one point, so I kind of had to take everything and pretty much strip it all down and sell off what I could, get some money back, and now I'm finally at a point where I can afford to fix it. I swore I wouldn't sell two things off of this thing. One, the engine, which is a S14 SR20 DET, and then obviously the car, because I'm not getting rid of this thing. One day I was gonna get it back on the road, and here we are now, a long time later, finally able to get this thing running again. It looks terrible. It's under all this crap right now. There's like crap on top of crap on top of crap covering this crap. So yeah, let's get it unwrapped and let's see how bad this thing really is, because it's been sitting for a really long time. I haven't been able to get to it, and I've honestly just lost tons of motivation for it. I haven't really wanted to get anything to fix it and get it back on the road. It's just cost too much money. Parts are hard to find now. People are greedy. They want to charge an arm and a leg for parts now. Like fenders, like $200 for a fender. You used to be able to get them for like 50 bucks for like a mint one that was already painted to match your car. Now you're lucky to get one that's just been stomped on for like 20 years and has rust on it for that price. So let's get started unearthing this thing from the earth and all this crap that's on top of it. All right, so as you can see, got a little bit of everything going on here. So I got a pallet over here, got a tire over here, got a rim over here, got a rim up there, got a different tire over there, got a couple more rims, whatever that is. Another tire, this tire, got a rotor, another tire, another rim. Yeah, got a bunch of crap trying to protect this thing, which is pretty funny because like beforehand I had nothing on this car, and that's probably a huge reason as to why it's in the condition you'll see it's in. I actually haven't even taken the tarp off of this thing in probably about a year, so it's going to be interesting to see what how bad it's gotten since then. I just keep like, when a tarp rips, I just put another tarp on top of it, and then when that rips, I put another one on and just rinse and repeat. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how bad this is, because it's been sitting on straight up dirt and tires the majority of its life. So it all this moisture that's collected underneath here doesn't have anywhere to escape or dry up. So especially with how sandy it is, there's no grass, so it just kind of retains moisture, and as you can see, it's already got some gnarly rust going on pretty much everywhere, to be honest. So let's take all this crap off and see how bad this is. I'm actually pretty interested to see, because like I said, it's been about a year since I've taken any of the tarps off, so hopefully it hasn't gotten too much worse. But last I left it, it was pretty bad, so. So this thing's been sitting so long that like roots have like attached themselves to the freaking tarp. Like I had to rip this tarp out because the roots from the ground got woven into the tarp. Look at all this, just shredded. Jeez. And then, oh, I'm sorry, dude. That's your home, man. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry. I kind of feel bad for the guy. I just ruined his house. I swear there's like squirrels were living in here too. I'm pretty sure some animals were living in here. But At least, hey, at least it was a house for something, right? It provided some kind of use. And here it is. This thing looks like crap. Oh my gosh. All right, so yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me. So I duct taped this up here because I took these windows moldings out, and I half-assed it and threw duct tape on here to try to keep water from getting in these channels, because it's a pretty big problem with these. And honestly, any 80s or 90s Japanese vehicle, they like to rust around the window moldings in the rear quarters. I can't remember if it's this one or this one, but it's already started to rust, so I'll show you what that looks like. Got some rust back here on the trunk, and I had a nice little surprise that there's Bondo on the trunk. So the rust, I guess, started to rust underneath the Bondo, and it started to lift the Bondo up, and yeah, I got a nice little surprise there. I actually had the trunk and the hood wrapped at one point. You can kind of still see. No, you can't see it all, but it used to be there, but the sun just straight up cooked it to nothing. So now you have nothing on there. Some more duct tape over here. The pockets I gotta work on. They're pretty, not too rusted, but it's not so much what you see on the outside as much as what's on the inside. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Just sitting on these tires is pretty much the only thing keeping it off the ground, so it's going to be interesting to see how I'm going to get it from here to here. So it's going to be fun. This, I used to have hood pens on here. I started to rust really bad around here, so I cut these squares out to keep it from spreading, and luckily it didn't spread anymore, so I should be able to save this hood. I used to have this whole hood wrapped, and as you can kind of see, like, the sun just cooked this so bad. There's like, I don't even know how many layers of paint are on this thing, but it used to be gray from the factory. A guy painted it blue, and then I spray painted it because I'm a genius, and I thought that was a cool thing at the time to do. It wasn't the cool thing. It was not smart. It was a bad idea, real bad idea. So I got this that I'm super not looking forward to, because this looks pretty gnarly. This pocket isn't too bad. Got a little rust over here, but back half, I don't really have much rust. Underside doesn't look too bad, but we'll see how bad it is once I start getting this freaking undercoating off, is what they like to call it. It's not really undercoating, it's just straight up crap. Yeah, so let's start getting into this thing and see just how gnarly it is on the inside. So I kept these seals on, and luckily I did, because it helped keep moisture out. I don't know. So I used to use this thing as a straight up trash can, and yeah. So beautiful floor panels over here, as you can see. Look at that. Look at that. Nuts. That's fun. So luckily I actually have a whole floor pan to replace this, so I'm not too worried about that. So this is where I had to cut it out, because if you know about SR swap Corollas, the shifter no longer is here. It's more like back here, so you have to cut this out. So kind of sucks that I had to do that. I'm regretting it kind of now, but it is what it is. Everything's stripped out of here. Luckily, I don't think that this thing is rusted. These rust really bad on these cars, and it's a super pain to replace them. Up top here, I got like mostly surface rust. It's not like too bad, so that should be all right. Yeah, so as you can see over here, water gets into these clips, and it just eats away at this, and like this one, you can really see it. It's just straight up cooked. So I gotta remake those, so that should be fun. All these spider webs are everywhere. I hate spiders, man. All right, so it's not terrible. I don't have the keys, so I'm gonna have to like go back here and get the trunk. Nah, I'm not going through that spider web. Screw that. Ah! I hate spiders, bro. So, whoa. Oh, pissed. Dang, I'm just ruining everybody's day over here with all these animals. What is that? Yo, ew. What is that? What is this? Ew. Bro, I don't know if that's like a dead squirrel? Piece of a dead squirrel? Or a mouse? What? It's a bird, I think. Oh, bird died in here. Damn. I'm sorry, dude. My car killed you. Alright, so I don't know where my key is, so I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. And like, oh, maybe I can use this wiper to get the trunk open. Oh, let's go. Yes. All right. We're in business. Let's go. All right. How bad is this? Oh, it's not too bad. I was expecting this to be way worse. I was totally, oh my God, never mind. Whoa. All right, well, that's not good. Oh, dude. This isn't too bad over here, though. Deck lids looks okay. That's good. Usually those rust. Whew. Look at that. That's fun. Oh, man. Oh, dude. I didn't know that was there. Oh. What? Oh, man. Dude, rust is everywhere. Jeez. I was not expecting this in the... What the heck? Alright, that's not rusted. That's good. Oh, that is, though. Dang. Well, it doesn't look like... Oh, man, it is. Damn it! Yeah, look at that. It's starting to rust the hole right there. What? Jeez. So, yeah, this is... They tend to rust along these molding areas, too. Like, all around here in the trunk. Because, once again, water gets trapped in here and sets if you don't drive your car. And, it just starts to eat away. Especially it doesn't make it any better when you have like debris and stuff in here that just keeps moisture in here for like forever. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Dang. I already got a new taillight too. This thing's cracked. But the way you guys, with how much y'all are asking for taillights for coupes now, bro, I'm gonna rock this cracked one. I don't care. This door, I don't know what happened with this door, man. Like, y'all see this? Look at this. What was this? What was somebody think, like, they're just like cut this and then just like did the most shoddiest booger welds ever here? And why would you need to even cut this? Like, it's not like the door got hit or anything. Like, you can see, like, there's no dents. There's some rust down here. So these doors like to rust too, because when these window channel moldings eventually like start to get loose and they don't have that seal anymore, because either they'll get loose or these rubber seals will start to crack, and what happens is water gets down in here, it's got nowhere to go, and it just sits down here and just rusts the crap out of the bottom of these doors. So as you can kind of see, if I can like show you this. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but that's gnarly. Ugh, yuck. So yeah, gotta fix that too. Doors are actually not in bad condition, besides whatever the heck this is. It's like my door has a scar on it, and then they did like the worst stitching job ever with like booger welds. But this door is pretty good, other than whatever the hell that is. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. That one's actually pretty good too, because that one's still got the plastic on it, so I'm not really worried about that one. Up here, not too bad. Oh, So this is fun. Look at that. Yeah. So I tried to, I can't, let me see if I can get this freaking door. Like, it's like, look at this. It's like just barely freaking, oh, okay. All right, sweet. So when I was like, when I was taking this thing apart and like ripping everything apart, and there was a point where when I was starting to put the tarps on, I was trying to keep the rust from rusting any worse. So what I was doing is I was just trying to get all the rust that was currently down on the car and cutting it out so that I could keep it from spreading, essentially. So you see like holes right here. It's because I tried to cut out all the rust to keep it from going and spreading anymore. So I'm gonna have to patch this guy up over here. I don't think it was too bad anywhere else. Oh yeah, right here. So I spray painted this with like some Rust-Oleum to try to keep it from rusting. Looks like the freaking thing got away from me right there a little bit. Over here, got like some gnarliness. I think it's rusted underneath these seals too, but I'm not like trying to rip these or anything like that. This drip molding on the other side is straight up cooked. I gotta remake that, so that's gonna not be a fun project. Got some rust going on up here. Over here, got rust. I cut that piece out. Try to keep it from going anywhere, spreading anymore. Yeah, let's look under the hood and see how smart I am. So I thought I was really cool when I was gonna cut these out and be race car guy. But now that I'm thinking about it now, I think I'm just gonna weld these back in. But I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I'm still not sure on that. Luckily these it's not rusting too much over here. Usually that's another bad spot for these cars to rust, is like those little spots. Same thing with over here. What happens here is your clutch master cylinder goes bad on these, and it actually leaks into the cabin, and that goes all the way down here, and that's why you always get rust on floor pans right here on Corollas, because either the clutch master cylinder or the brake master cylinder goes bad, and then it'll leak into the cabin. It's mostly the clutch master cylinder for whatever reason, I don't know why, but it'll leak down here. It'll start to, you know, peel the paint away, and starts to just straight up eat away at all of this. Like, look at how bad this is, man. I'm so glad I was able to get a freaking floor pan before prices went absolutely insane. I think I got the floor pan for like 300 bucks, but yeah. Now we're on this side, and this side is not good. So the cutoff just kind of got away from me here, so oops. So this is just, I don't think that's, yeah, that's just crap. So yeah, try to like grind this down with the rust, because it was rusting pretty bad all the way up here, and then bam, right here I had to cut rust out right here to keep it from spreading. So I gotta patch this whole piece right here. This is gnarly, so that's gonna be a super awkward piece to replicate. So I'm really not looking forward to this. Tons of freaking rust over here too. Another gaping hole that I have to fill. I think that's it. What the hell was that? What was that? A bug? Oh, whatever. There's tons of bugs on this thing. Gotta cut that out. And I gotta cut another piece out somewhere around here. I think it's under this fender, really. Yeah, so this had to get cut out. That's gonna be a fun spot to patch. That's gonna be a fun spot to patch. Luckily, like, for the most part, some of this stuff is just like surface rust. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, so needless to say, I got a lot of work ahead of me because damn, there's a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, needless to say, I have a lot of work ahead of me. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of rust repair mostly. I don't know anything about body, so I'm gonna be learning along the way. I weld and I fabricate, so that's a good asset that I have. That I'm not like Jesse James or anything like that. I don't know how to do my metalworking and stuff, but I'm gonna be learning. I'm gonna figure it out, and one way or another, I'm gonna get this car back on the road and alive again, because man, I miss this car so much. But I think I want to go ahead and I want to get it completely sandblasted. Thing about the sandblasting is though, is I gotta build the rotisserie for it. So I have to build the rotisserie for it. I have to get this thing completely stripped down. I'm gonna do everything I can to get it like completely down to bare metal in the process. So stripping all the paint off, getting all of the undercoating off, because the sandblasting place charges by the hour, and I don't have a lot of money and I'm a cheap ass. So I'm gonna do as much work as I possibly can to mitigate the amount of hours that they're gonna take in order to sandblast everything down, to get it all down so that I can start working on repairing all the rust and all the metal, and hopefully I don't find any more Bondo under there, because that's not gonna be fun, or more rust. So that's the plan. I don't know how often I'm gonna do these videos. I just really started to do these videos because there's not a lot of information out there. You used to be able to find tons of info on these things, and just cars in general, on forums. People don't use forums anymore, and trying to find information on essentially Facebook groups, because that's the only place where people are really active right now, is a complete nightmare. It's really hard to even just find info. So yeah, hopefully I can help somebody out with these videos, and anybody who has a Corolla, or honestly any car that they want to get back on the road, that just, you see all this rust and you're just like, it's completely toast, there's nothing left, you know, might as well just cut it up, sell all the parts for ridiculous amounts of money, scrap it, whatever, you know. That you don't have to do that. A lot of these cars are repairable. They don't need to be cut up, they don't need to be scrapped. I know I realize that it's a necessary evil, that you know, these people, they have to cut these cars up, and people need panels. A great point is me getting my my floor pan. You know, that floor pan is gonna save my car, and I don't have to, I mean, to be honest with you, I would have just welded a straight up plate of metal in there, but whatever, you know, at least I have now a floor pan that I can swap out with it, and I can have it somewhat back to OEM. OEM really isn't, I know, like, saying back to OEM and like having an SR in the car is kind of like an oxymoron, but whatever. I got a floor pan. It's gonna be a pain in the ass probably to weld that thing in and take this thing out, take the old one out, but I'm prepared for it. That's a rooster back there. It just won't shut up. Yeah, I live in the boonies, so probably be hearing that a lot. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a process.